Rebels too, but what? No, Omar, I didn't get.
Hey, how's it going, everybody?
You didn't
Welcome
put
to
the
Intermissions.
no. Wait, where's our thing?
What thing? Good evening, everybody. We are so ready for this show. Ready to talk about the summer and everything that is going on. And honestly, I didn't mean to start the stream. I was actually testing because I was having issues earlier with StreamYard. It just wasn't launching.
Oh, that's good.
So instead, this time around, I just pushed one little thing and it kind of fired. So that's on me this time. Normally, I try to fool you into thinking like.
I really thought you were
no, this time, I was just testing StreamYard. What are we doing here, Amanda? What's going on?
Yeah. Hey, Minties, how is everyone doing today? Amazing Amanda, Uncanny Omar. Well, I asked Omar, what are we going to do this Wednesday? Because we still have a lot of stuff we haven't really talked about. And he's like, let's just catch up on some of the stuff that's been coming out over the summer. Because as you know, we haven't done a proper review of Invincible Season 2, Part 2, which I completely honestly forgot about. But Omar reminded me, which is very nice of him to do.
That's what I do.
Yeah. Obviously, we should probably just recap Acolyte Season 1. House of the Dragon, Season 2, Episodes 1 through 6, because we only have 2 episodes left, and 6 was very interesting indeed. Boys ended on Thursday, and I'm sure we all have thoughts on what happened this season and where we're going in Season 5, which will probably be like 2 years till we see it. Yesterday, Omar and I got to see Twisters, so that was exciting. So we're going to talk about that.
No spoilers in our talk, by the way, in case you're just.
Really?
Well, that way we can go. I mean, is there anything that I really want to talk about in depth? Like, I don't care about talking about Star Wars Acolyte or Invincible. Like, not really in depth, unless you want to. And if you do, I can put a tag.
It depends on like what's considered a spoiler.
Okay, there are 2 Twisters in Twisters. Spoilers.
Yes.
Could be more. It could be more Twisters. Yes. I don't know.
No, we're also going to talk about Inside Out 2, but before we talk about that,
yes,
I did want to, before we talk about anything, I did want to shout out Bruce. I don't know if Bruce is on the channel or on the stream right now.
Why do you want to shout him out?
Because on Sunday, when I went over to Omar's house for something that was unrelated to the stream or unrelated to the show, there was a massive box that apparently was waiting for me, which does not happen very often. I don't get a lot of gifts like that. So I was like, wait, what is this? And I was like, are you sure it was not mistakenly like written Amanda and it was for someone else? And Omar films my reaction. So eventually
it'll be on our TikTok.
There we go. It'll be there. But I opened it up and it turned out to be this, guys. It is a massive canvas print of Inside Out 2.
That thing is huge. We had no idea what was in the box, and she opened it up, and I was like, "Oh man, what if it's a Inside Out 2 poster?" Yep, and that's exactly what it was. What are you gonna do with that thing?
Well, my daughters want it in their room, so I'm probably gonna put it in their room. And so, thank you, Bruce. This is well worth the debate back and forth on whether or not Deadpool or Inside Out 2 would do better. Yeah. Obviously,
like you give to do something for being right.
I appreciate that. Yeah.
When you've never gifted me anything for being right.
Well, you're usually not.
I'm usually no. I'm usually not wrong. Is it? And you never gifted me anything for you being right.
Okay.
Just one mistake, which is the Flash.
Yes. So.
Yes. What's up, Elon? Yes, we did. We both finished The Boys.
We did. Yeah. I could not wait. I was definitely watching that last
final. I was expecting a Fallout Boy cutout.
It would have been funny too.
Oh God.
But no.
No, Amanda doesn't get a lot of gifts. Not like Inside Out. Do you want some trouble? I think I can give you. I can spare one trouble. I've got a few left that I haven't given away yet. And a
Oh,
copy of
that's the
I got
book.
you. I got you, girl. Trouble Deluxe
Madam
Edition.
Web.
It's Madam Web on DVD and Revenge of the Fallen on DVD. And you can choose the one with the slipcase or set out the slipcase. It's your call. It's your call.
I like this one. You're right with the Flash. You can pick something out of Omar's collection.
I don't think Josh is paying attention at all. I said when Bruce is right, he gifted her something. Therefore, when Amanda was right, she should gift me something. So I'll pick something out.
I don't have anything good in my collection except friendship. I have friendship.
I'm gonna take one of your rarest. I'm gonna take that picture of you and Fallout Boy just so you can watch me burn it.
Yeah, I have it digitally. I don't know how you would like. I just
never mind.
Hey,
What's
Credible.
up, Credible? I went to Dead. Look, don't say anything. I loved it so much. You might have a heart attack. Please don't say that. I thought about how you would feel in some scenes. Be careful for spoilers. I hope you won't see them. Thank you, Dean, for keeping it spoiler free. We are seeing it tomorrow. Very excited about it. I didn't even see the last trailer. So
he did not. So he doesn't know who's in it. So don't
wait. What do you mean who? Now you just spoiled somebody's.
Never mind. Anyways, but no, Dean, I'm very excited about that. So I was watching someone else's spoiler-free review, obviously Dan Reelz, because that's who I usually watch. And he also said if you are a fan of Marvel, not just the MCU, actually a fan of Marvel, you might just lose your mind in a good way about the movie. So
interesting.
But I will say, and I don't know if it's just because of my algorithms of late, but I've been like on my Twitter and on my Instagram, and I haven't seen anything spoiling anything in the movie.
I haven't been on social media at all, except
things, but nothing's like that's spoiling it. I'm surprised.
Yesterday, it's not even that. It's like just making YouTube videos. You post something up, and there'll be recommended views, right, or recommended videos. I haven't seen any. Most people will probably to have one of these clickbaity videos will take that scene, whatever they're talking about on from Deadpool and Wolverine, and put it as the thumbnail.
Yeah.
What's up, Phil? How are you, buddy?
Hi, Phil, how's it going? Are you gonna see Deadpool and Wolverine, Phil?
You know damn well he ain't seeing. Well, I don't know. He may. That might surprise me. Deadpool gets stabbed. There, I said it. Thanks, you, Tiger Eyes, for keeping it spoiler free. My old joke was the Predator shows up. That could happen now.
Yeah.
Right. Good evening, Amanda and Omar. What's up, Matt? Don't look at reviews. They're crazy. I mean, those Metascores and IGN review is not what it is, guys. You guys will love it. If you are a comic book fan and a reader, no way you won't like it. Interesting. So wait, but I want the normies to like it too. I want the Ryan Reynolds fans to like it. I went to the grocery store today and I ran into one of my friends she's a nurse, and she's like, she knows about my channel, and she was like, are you gonna go see that Deadpool Wolverine movie? And I'm like, of course I am. And she's like, yeah, I wasn't in the comics, but that during the pandemic I got into comic book movies because of the I love Ryan Reynolds and I watched those Deadpool movies. So I was like, cool. Yeah, that works. Now go read some comics. We will be doing the review on Friday with Melanie. So it is in Phil's plan to watch Deadpool and Wolverine around 2030 and 20. I'm gonna hold you to that, Phil.
Yes, in 2030, I'm gonna message you. We'll still be doing this show in 2030. I'll be like, all right, it's January 1st, 2030. Phil.
This is the fourth time I've been blocked by Fallout Boy for being stalkerish. And Bruce is now sending us massive like actual movie size posters and stuff. Normies will like it too. Sure, he made it in a perfect way. Preview screening. Max went to see it too. Screening reviews are usually high because they want it to be invited back to the next screening. Just go in blind and don't have any expectations. Just doing my annual rewatch of Terminator and Lord of the Rings, my summer movies. Those are great movies, by the way. Do you do Terminator and Terminator 2?
Do you do the rest of the Terminators too? That's
we don't. You don't have to do that.
We don't.
You don't have to do Terminator.
Terminator Genesis.
3 is okay. 3 has a good chase scene, I think.
Oh, that's good.
You've seen 3, haven't you?
I think so, yeah. I don't remember. I've seen the more recent ones. And then, of course.
We will be reviewing Deadpool and Wolverine Friday night with Melanie. Terminator 1 through 3 is all you need. 3 has its moments. No, so I was joking with Amanda, actually. I thought Long Legs, I haven't even seen the trailer. I don't know what it's about. Was a remake of Showgirls just based on the poster. But I have no idea what it's about. My brother went to see it, and he compared it to Hereditary, which I think is overrated, but that's just me. Although Toni Collette was amazing in that, but she always is. Hey, all, what's up, Sean DeSuck? How you doing, brother? That I see in the first Terminator. The first Terminator is great. Second one's perfection. Just rewatch. The second one makes me feel old because now anytime I think about the second one, it makes me feel old because that is the release day of that movie is the exact day that Maddie was born. So Maddie was actually born on Judgment Day. And I was like, oh my God, I feel so old. Just rewatched Gravity Falls with my girlfriend. It's still awesome. I love that show. I love that show. My daughters are the ones that got me into it. Will you start The Boys or Twisters? What are we starting with today? Long Legs.
That's a good question.
Silence of the Lambs. Oh,
well,
I do like that movie a lot.
We can go ahead and start. Well, let's start with. So obviously, let's start with what came out like the earliest. So you want to talk about Invincible season 2, part 2, right?
Can't wait to see what will be disappointed. Peace and love. Hi all. To see. Wait to see what will be disappointment. What's going to be disappointing? My entire 23, like I think my age.
You talking about Deadpool?
Maybe. Good evening. Hope you guys are doing fine. How are you, Moonin? And GT Key Comics saw Twisters yesterday. It was all right. Some decent arcs. I'll tell you what was missing from Twisters. A good soundtrack. Damn Goo Goo Dolls and Twisters. There's no range in Twisters. It's mostly country music. That was the beauty of Twister, is that it was a mix of like Van Halen and Shania Twain and Goo Goo Dolls, and even the score was memorable. Twisters, not so much.
Well, are we gonna start Twisters? Because I got my opening video to talk about Twisters. Y'all ready for this?
Yeah. No spoilers, right? No spoilers.
We can start Twisters now. If I don't know about you, but I think I knew exactly what I was getting into when I went to go see Twisters.
Me? I went to go see it for Glenn Powell. Why did you go see it?
That's exactly why I went to go see it.
I went to go see it because it's a follow-up to Twister. Twisters is doing very good. Yeah, we noticed that Twisters was doing really good at the box office.
Yeah, it's did 81 million.
Right? That's what I thought.
That is loud. Yeah, it was.
Wait a minute. They removed a kiss.
They did. Steven Spielberg recommended that, actually. So, well, we don't want to spoil it. There was supposed to be a kissing scene between two of the actors. We'll let you decide. If we're not spoiling anything, you just figure it out on your own.
I appreciate Amanda enjoying the meat. Okay, weird way of.
That is a weird way to put that. Okay.
Weird way to call Glenn Powell. Disappointed in the country music. Oh, dude, we live in Kentucky.
Yeah, I mean,
wait, you're in Georgia.
Some country music is good.
My pink cowboy hat is better than Glenn Powell.
Are you a Chappell Roan fan?
Who are you talking to?
I'm talking to Elon.
Oh, you mean Chappelle. Amanda, you can have Glenn Powell. I'll take Daisy Edgar Jones. Is that the lead? Is that the lead?
Yes, that's Kate, the lead actress in the film.
She was okay. The star of the actual show was the mom in the movie.
She was barely in it. No, the star of the show was the time we spent together. No, Twisters. Yeah, so Omar and I both had seen it yesterday. And yeah, it was a fun movie. Did it live up to the original Twister? Not in the ways that you would want it to. The dialogue, for example, I mean, Glenn Powell had some, his team had some fun, cute, quirky jokes and stuff and quips. It's very similar to Helen Hunt's team in the original. And there was not a lot of connections minus Dorothy. which is the machine from the original Twister that makes an appearance in Twisters as well. But other than that, no one else is mentioned. I think when you're talking about the mom, I think that scene is where they might have left it open if they could get like maybe like Helen Hunt to come back or something. But then because it looked like I was expecting it to be someone from Twister was going to be her mom or her dad or something when she walked.
You were expecting a legacy character, huh?
Yes. And so they were leaving it open. Maybe that could have been a legacy character, or they were just teasing us. And it's not a legacy character, or it wasn't a legacy character. So,
yeah. Yeah, I thought, it had its own thing. It was doing its own thing, and I get it because, Bill Paxton's no longer with us. But I saw some pictures of his son on set. So did he play like one of the characters, like one of the meteorologists that was along with what's his name?
Superman?
Javi's team? Yeah, or Superman's team, I guess.
Yes. So James does make a cameo.
Okay, Blas, an actor from the first one was the airport security guard. I thought that guy was just a comedian. I don't remember that guy in the original Twister, because I was looking, and let me tell you, I've seen Twister a crap ton of times because this is my brother's favorite movie, and I was looking for cameos from anybody from the original cast in it. I knew that Helen Hunt probably couldn't show up because it's just without Bill Paxton, what would be the point?
Yeah, it wouldn't be the same. Yeah.
Yeah, and to write his character off like he died in a Twister or whatever, that would be in poor taste. But I don't. Yeah, the airport security guy I thought it was just a comedian that they added in there. I don't think he was in the original movie. No, I'm still not sure if Twisters is a sequel or a remake or a reboot. Well, Dorothy makes an appearance. Dorothy is the only legacy character that is in Twister and Twisters.
So I almost feel like it is kind of like a sequel of sorts, but just not with the original cast. Does that make sense?
Yeah. So I think Bill Paxton's son, Matt, said he also heard he was in it.
Yes, he is. Remember the scene when the tornado comes at the rodeo and they go into the hotel to try to find shelter, and there's that guy complaining about his room. That's his son. The guy.
Oh, what a crappy part.
Yeah, well, he didn't make it out. Never mind.
It's fine. No spoilers. You want
that guy. And he does kind of look like him.
James, do you even Twister? How do you not know who Dorothy is in Twister?
But here's the best line.
That.
If you feel it, chase it. And I like how it came back around at the end.
Do you wonder how many people are going to try to do that stupid stunt with the truck? Like actually do that in real life?
I don't know. Have
you seen the generation we live in with TikTok? And it's funny because he's a YouTuber, right? Like the character's a YouTuber. So I feel that. Hey, Omar, are the Richard Corbin Denton hardcovers getting reprinted? They're coming back Volume 2 had a horrible printing problem. The printer messed up the books, so they had to delay it. Volume 1 should come back to restock though.
Yeah. I remember the one stunt they did pull, the first stunt they pulled with the fireworks. As soon as that happened, it was the most redneck thing you could do is shoot fireworks into a tornado. I couldn't think of anything that was more on.
Well, you can do a lot more redneck things than that. Yeah, but I thought that part was awesome. I was like, I could see a younger me doing something that stupid with people. But I wonder how many people are going to try to do stupid crap like that. I hope
they don't.
There's going to be a rise, as my buddy Bless said. Tornado Wranglers are going to go be on the rise now because of this movie.
I don't want to break it to them, but I do appreciate the movie showing, like, yes, there is that the glamour and stuff of a tornado because it is a phenomenon, right? And weather phenomenon, but they do show, these people aren't just in it for that, and they show the other side of it, the damage that it wrought. Because Tyler Owens is the character Glenn Powell plays, and he's from Arkansas, and we used to live in Arkansas before we moved back to Kentucky, and my boss lost her entire house to a tornado. One of our friends, she also lost her whole house. There was a tornado that happened probably about, I think, 2 years before my daughter was born. And it was very bad. It just tore through our area right outside of Little Rock. And so I just remember my husband, because he's a National Guard, they had to go and help with the cleanup and everything like that. And so it was nice to see that they also showed both part, like this showed what these things are very dangerous, and that it's nice. It's cool that she's trying to find a way to mitigate that risk. I don't know, like if her thing actually worked or if the tornado.
I didn't want to spoil what the actual plot is because it's not in the movie, right? But I did want to say, is that accurate science?
I don't know. I don't know.
And if it is, why haven't we done that before? So we live in Kentucky, and I don't know if you know this, but this is also part of Tornado Alley. Like we got wrecked before I was born in 1974. The town of Frankfort that we both live in got destroyed, and then a couple of years ago, Campbellsville got hit. A lot of people lost their lives at the. It was so fucking stupid. The candle factory. Their bosses, the managers, because they worked third shift, told people to go back in the building and get back to work, that it's nothing. It's just a tornado warning. And the tornado destroyed that factory and killed a lot of people. My friend's dad, my buddy Matt, lives in Campbellsville, and he lost his house. Luckily, his dog did come back. But it's weird because as a collector, I've known his dad for a long time. He had like original pieces, like original Joe Kubert pieces. Original pieces of art that can never be duplicated, and they're gone. They're gone. So it's kind of crazy to think about just the power of these storms. They should have said that Bill Herning had been killed by the Predator, which he did. He got killed in Predator 2's. I'm sorry, what I meant to say, I can't wait to hear what I'm going to be disappointed in. Twisters, maybe.
In Twisters or in Deadpool 3.
Maybe. Did you watch Deadpool 3? No, we are tomorrow.
Yeah,
tomorrow. And then we'll be reviewing it Friday. So no spoilers until Friday.
We'll probably be doing a spoiler review on Friday. I also like that you could tell there was a mixture of CGI and practical effects. They definitely didn't make everything CGI.
Yeah.
They did try which I appreciated that too. I thought, sometimes with these disaster movies, you don't see that anymore. So I appreciate that they went back to that.
Would I sell any of my comic books? I don't really have any. Yeah, let's just stop the show and we'll do a live auction. We don't
need to talk about movies or TV shows. We're just gonna sell.
Eddie needs a Mustang. All right. Yeah, I enjoy that too. I mean, the first one obviously had its flaws, right? I mean, it wasn't like the special effects were perfection. They were at the beginning of the using a lot of computer generated graphics for like the, like. We got cows. There was a couple of throwback lines, like when Kate said, "I'm not back." This is the exact same way that Bill Paxton's character delivered that line. "I'm not back."
He's like, "I'm not back."
You don't face your fears, you ride them. And that mentality, like that, being a little bit older now, like I'm like, all of this would get you killed. Like maybe in my 20s, I would be like, "Hell yeah, Tyler Owens, that's right, baby."
But maybe not now. Yeah, you're like, but now I don't know.
I can believe they actually show us a fire NATO. It happens though. That's science. That's science.
I was like, there's no way that fire became a tornado. What the heck is happening?
$5. What are you guys doing?
What are you bidding on now?
Names or bidding on stuff that I'm not even telling. We will be talking about the boys finale here in a little bit. They didn't use real tornadoes. I'm out. Dude, I used to get so messed up. I'm not going to describe in detail how I used to get messed up. And this is going to show my age. When I was in high school and my buddies and I would rent the tornadoes videos and we just watched them and get it. Why are you shaking your head? That was fun. Did you hear that I lived in Kentucky? There wasn't a lot to do.
Clearly.
They hinted at tornadoes in New York. I always wonder if that's true. I was wondering when we were walking out of the movie theater if that was true. The tornadoes in New York.
I mean, it's possible, I'm sure. Here, I got some more gifts for you. Oh, there's some more, Tyler.
That is not showing me any kind of science or proof about New York.
There he is. I can do that all day long.
Wait a minute.
Wait, I got another video. You want to see?
Thank you. Thank you,
I got another video.
Was she in the movie?
Shotgun in the
What the hell is this? I'm glad that she was still playing in the background behind all of that. That made that video so much better. Ram sales are on the rise too. That's right. A ram can stay there during a tornado or a nader, I guess. Nothing is scarier than a sharknado. Firenado is a close second.
Firenado.
My dinosaur NATO, right? My angry ex-wife NATO.
Depends on what kind of dinosaur, though.
Scary. Well, it wouldn't be a Vegisaur. Nobody's scared of those.
Yeah, exactly. It had to be.
Amanda, I think you need to Google Cat NATO. It's a real movie.
I'll look it up.
Oh, Richard, how are you, buddy?
Hey, Richard.
Yellowstone just blew up. Is this breaking news, Josh? What is he talking about, Amanda?
Are you talking about Yellowstone, the TV show?
You're talking about the
barely exists anymore because
hey, Kevin Costner will come back because his Horizon movie didn't do that well.
Meanwhile, Mayor of Kingstown has a new season out that just started.
What did?
Mayor,
yeah. Wait, this is on season 3?
Yeah, I think so.
Crazy.
Yeah.
As soon as I saw Glenn Powell in Top Gun 2, I knew that guy had movie star written. Oh yeah, that guy's in any movie I've ever seen him in, he's just such a charming dude. I really like him.
Yes,
he's funny too. Good comedic timing. I heard that, I haven't seen it, that the Sydney Sweeney movie was awful, but at least he was one of the best things about it.
Yes, he was one of the best things. I watched it and I was like, this is
Daisy Jones. Daisy Jones is the lead girl. Yeah, she's kind of cute. She ain't no Helen Hunt, though. That was during her time in Mad About You. I stand by my meat statement. That should be on a t-shirt, Josh. Your t-shirt.
Yes, I'm
Amanda with these clips. Amanda with these clips.
I got more clips. Not about twisters, but I got more clips for you.
Oh, the Yellowstone had a sulfur eruption yesterday. Thank you for explaining that. No, the park had an explosion yesterday. No one was hurt.
I'm glad no one was hurt.
Thank you for explaining what that Yellowstone just blew up meant. Geyser eruption yesterday. Sent Amanda, if you feel it, chase it video. Thank you, Blas.
Thank you, Blas. I got that. Yeah, I did.
Oh, we can't wait either. We're gonna go see it too.
Oh yeah.
We'd love to see Glenn Powell play Hal Jordan. Didn't we have him cast as Booster Gold? Oh, damn, I forgot about that. We didn't talk about that last week, who the rumored Booster Gold is. And I was like, no, God, no, not that guy.
Oh, yeah. Who? Oh, yeah, that's right. For those who do not know, before we get into our next,
it's a rumor. I hope.
Kumail Nanjiani, another one of Omar's favorites.
Nope, not true at all.
Has been rumored, or is it confirmed? No, it's rumored. But he's made some weird cryptic things on X, Twitter, whatever you call it, depending on your age.
That guy, remember everything I just said about Glenn Powell? Charming, good comedic timing.
Yes.
That guy's the exact opposite of what I just said.
Yeah,
I don't find him funny. I don't find him charming. I don't know how. Like, everything that he's in, like, he was in that Ghostbusters movie, the new one. And I was like, oh, yeah.
Oh, Afterlife? Nope.
No, the new one, the ice one.
Frozen Empire.
Frozen Empire, that's it, yeah.
That's right, yes.
Hey, Batmanda, how are you? And Elon also loves him some good meat.
Oh, good.
What rating would you... Oh, look, James is like, just get to it. What would you give?
Yeah, sorry, James.
I'd give it an F3.
Ooh, are we doing a tornado rating?
Well, F5 is a finger of God. F3 would be... It was fun. Yeah.
Yeah,
I guess out of 10, I'd give this probably 6.5. It was fun.
I was gonna say 7. So yeah, it was a good time.
My daughter actually liked it more than the first one, but she's also 15. Doesn't really care about that music in the first one, except for Van Halen. Thanks for Poppy. Okay, CNS 84 has the hottest take I've ever seen. Ryan Reynolds was an underrated Green Lantern. I demand a sequel.
Didn't he kill off his original? I don't think it'll ever happen.
Hold on a second, Richard. Omar saw pictures of Kat Dennings dressed as a Sith and a Jedi, and she was definitely using the Force. Can you send those to nearmentkon@gmail.com asking for a friend, please?
I don't know what friend that is, but
that was me. I am that friend. You saw Twisters yesterday. Me too. Did you come to my Illinois theater looking for me? Unfortunately, no, we didn't. We went to really cheap local theater. It was like $13 for my daughter and I, plus a box of Reese's Pieces. And I was like, what? And I asked the young lady, I was like, are you sure? And she was like, yeah, it's matinee, or it's all day matinee, or something like that. And I'm like,
It's $5. Yeah,
wow,
Tuesdays.
13, dude, I ain't paid those prices in a long time for 2 people.
And it was busy when we walked in, and we got there fairly early. Not but we got there early enough. But our theater was pretty busy. I mean, it sucks because Deadpool's coming out this week, so it's going to see a major drop off. But I don't think by any means that Twisters is just going to stop doing well. I mean, it made over 80 million opening weekend, which is great considering it made more than The Flash. I consider that a success.
Oh yeah, okay. Wait,
and I think it'll be with the good with. Apparently, it's the Midwest, like that area. I think was it you who sent me the video of all those people lining up for the drive-in in Oklahoma to go see Twisters, or did I send that to you?
I don't know. I think you sent it to me.
Yeah, it was.
And I said, are they hoping for a Nader to show up in the middle of the movie, like in the original movie? Yo, I rewatched Green Lantern for the first time since it came out, and honestly, it wasn't as bad as I remember. That's wonderful.
That's good.
We did was it really that bad 2 or 3 years ago? And it was really that bad. It was really that bad. It wasn't Catwoman bad. It wasn't Catwoman bad, but it was almost there. And Catwoman, by the way, celebrating 20 years of a horrible movie. Amanda sent me naked pictures of Halle Berry to celebrate.
She posted them. I'm just
with a cat.
Sharing the love. I'm just sharing.
Well, I appreciate that.
Yes.
I
feel like you know what?
I'm being so super careful about spoilers about Wolverine and Deadpool and Wolverine that I haven't seen the last trailer. I told my daughter, I'm like, if they start playing a Deadpool freaking trailer in the middle or like before this Twisters movie starts, I'm walking. Amanda, we both gave it a 2.5 out of 10. I'm glad we agreed on that one.
Yeah,
this is a really good question right here.
What is it?
Hold on a second. Somebody was asking how. Dang, where is it? You two going live tomorrow night? We're going live on Friday night and give people a little bit of time to watch the movie. And Melanie will be joining us. Dang it, where is it? I keep mixing dates. I do too. Daisy Ridley. I did the same thing. Somebody was asking how well do we think Deadpool and Wolverine will do?
Okay, that's a good question.
Because is Bruce here?
Bruce, what do you think? So
you think it will? Well, okay, tell me.
I think it's going to make more opening weekend than Inside Out 2. My prediction on that is, what did Inside Out 2 make? I think it made 150. And because I think Deadpool and Wolverine will be front loaded. So it'll be like everyone wants to see it opening weekend. Who's like
because nobody wants to be spoiled, right?
Exactly. No one wants to be spoiled. So everyone will see it front loaded. Then whether or not the word of mouth is good is whether or not we'll see see what the numbers look like the following weeks, which is it's funny because I was watching an interview with them and the interviewer asked, like, is this appropriate for children? And I'm like, I mean, yeah. And I was like, really? It's rated R. Like, you try and get everyone to bring their kids, but they're like, I wouldn't bring a baby. And I was like, well, I wouldn't bring a baby to a theater anyway. So opening weekend, Inside Out 2 made 154. And then Deadpool 2, I want to see what that made, because now I will never go into this without numbers after. So opening weekend, Deadpool 2 only made 125. So I would say it's probably going to land in that range. I think it'll still make over 100 million. I hope it makes over 100,000 or we're in trouble. But I think it'll make over 100 million. I think it won't reach 150, but I hope it will, but I think it'll be.
When you say opening weekend, you're including Thursday, Friday, and Saturday sales, or
that's
also
usually
Sunday?
What they do. Yeah,
or Sunday.
They use Sunday. Yeah, they include Sunday because usually the final numbers don't come out till Tuesday.
I'll say 4-day weekend. It's close. I mean, it's close to what Inside Out 2 did.
154.
I think so. Yeah, I would give it. I think we need faith back in the movie theaters, and I think this will be one of the movies that gets people back into those seats. I can see the sales of those. Yeah, I can see some of these theaters packed. I don't know what ours looks like. I haven't looked at the tickets because
it's packed because there was barely any seats left when I had to buy the extra ticket for Corey. Yeah.
Ryan Reynolds says the cutoff age is 3. This movie will get ages 4. I don't remember if my parents ever censored movies like that for me. My dad let me watch Robocop.
Mine didn't.
Amanda has never seen Robocop.
I have not, but I remember being about 8 years old and watching Dracula with Gary Oldman and Keanu Reeves. So
You know that scene with Keanu Reeves and them vampire chicks?
yes, exactly.
That's for you're like, is this what normal love life is like?
Exactly. I mean, my mom also let me have the Jackson CD with like Throb and if and all that stuff.
Yeah.
She just took the cover off. Well, no, she didn't even take the cover off of where she's like naked. I mean, yeah.
That's a good album.
One of her, I think it's her best. I mean, that's one of my favorite.
Yeah, I'm taking my kiddo to go see Transformers 1.
Oh, that's awesome. Yes.
Yep. Amanda, you didn't see a movie that was made when you were 2 years old?
That isn't up my alley. No, I have not. Yeah.
It's a good movie, seriously. Like I love that movie so much. The first one, second and third one, even though they're written by Frank Miller, they have its. The second one had its moments. The third one did something that pissed a lot of fans off. The TV show was okay. It's weird to think about. Like the 80s was such a weird time because we were selling toys of rated R movies, whether it was RoboCop or Aliens. We had a cartoon of rated R movies like Conan and RoboCop. What the hell? That's awesome. I predict. Oh, here we go. Bruce's prediction.
That's a good prediction.
I predict 150 to 175 for opening, but it will drop off about 809. What did Deadpool 2 and 1 have? How much was
it was overall?
Thank you, Bruce.
Deadpool made about 782. I think Deadpool 2 785. So I mean, I can see this one making a little bit more. And the reason why
prices have gone up a little bit too.
Well, prices for the 4DX theaters are a thing now that I don't think were really a thing back then. But also this movie also has Wolverine in it, and there's a promise of way more things.
Wait, okay, how much did Logan make?
Well, Logan did not look like the kind of movie that people would want to see. It made 619 million worldwide.
Okay, so not as much as Deadpool. My dad was worried I'd watch Batman and Robin. Yikes. I saw RoboCop, Predator, and Monster Squad. Oh, God, what a great weekend, dude. Monster Squad remains one of my favorite movies. Have you seen the wonderful documentary Wolfman's Got Nards? You need to see that if you haven't, Matt. RoboCop was filmed in Dallas, so that's cool. Atlanta got in stupid prices. Michael Bay Transformers. I hate Ryan Wilson so much. Omnibros live stream was supposed to start at 8. I guess they're running late. I don't think they're gonna have it. I was talking to Jess. He was a little teed off that. Anyway, that's Omnibros.
Yeah, that's not.
Let them deal with that
drama. We got our own drama.
Did we really? No, we don't. Movie was Batman Forever at 9 months old. Does that count, Elon? My first movie. What do you? Okay, this is a good question. This would be a good date question, by the way. What is the first movie you remember seeing in the theater?
Oh, Land Before Time. I vividly remember that because I cried.
That was 1987, so you were about little over two.
Little over 2. Yeah, that was.
Oh yeah, that's a sad movie.
Vividly remember that. Yes.
Mine was either 101 Dalmatians with my uncle, and I went to see it twice. Felipe? No, Felipe never did things like this. A friend, dude, he was such a player. He took me twice to go see 101 Dalmatians with 2 different girls, and he said, "Don't tell this girl about the other girl, and I'll buy you some popcorn."
Oh my gosh! Oh my!
Now as a kid, I'm like, "What was okay?" I guess he wants to keep it a secret. I thought that was really cool. But I think it was Return of the Jedi with my dad is the one that I really remember because I kept asking him, "What are they saying? What are they saying?" Yes, we had Rambo toys too. How you doing, brother? Omar, before you watch Transformers 1, you need to go back and no, I do not. I'm not even kids were tougher back in the 80s. We used trash safe spaces for fun. Yeah, we used to get chicken pox. Dude, Phil, do you know that kids these days don't get chicken pox or they're not supposed to? When I was tripping when I found out kids didn't get chicken pox. I'm like, wait a minute. kids don't get chickenpox anymore? And they were like, no. I'm like, how come? And they were like, because of vaccines. And I'm like, vaccines cure chickenpox? When did that happen? They were like, dude, how old are you? And I was like, I was in my 30s when I was finding this out. And I'm like, look, I've got these shots from a third world country that actually left a scar. That's how old I am. But it's like getting rid of polio and stuff. And so apparently they don't have to worry about shingles. Also, I was a year old when Robocop came out, Omar. Happy birthday. I don't ever go to the movies, but maybe once a year, and I'm going to go see Deadpool on opening weekend. Here we go. By the way, finally watch Transformers Rise of the Beast. It makes revenge. No, Bruce, you stop that.
It also has Anthony Ramos in it, who's also in Twisters.
The dude.
Yeah, who plays Javi in Twisters. Yeah.
No, Rise of the Beast was better. It wasn't a good movie. I'm not saying that. Revenge of the Fallen was
terrible.
Have we done it? Was it really that bad on Revenge of the Fallen?
No, I don't think we have. I think we did it on.
Well, I got 10 damn copies. I can let you borrow.
I don't know. Ask James. Have we done? Or was it really that bad on a Michael Bay Transformers?
The documentary. I don't know if it might be on Amazon. I had a good friend of mine send me a Blu-ray of it because it was like a Kickstarter. Complete Unknown Bob Dylan biopic trailer.
Yes.
Out with Timothy Chalamet.
Have you seen it?
What?
Yeah, so Timothy Chalamet is going to be playing Bob Dylan. They just posted the trailer earlier today, and he's got like the hair and the nose. I think it's him singing because he can sing in real life. So I think it is. Well, good. I'm glad. I hope it makes that much money because then maybe I could have a shot of at least saying that it made more opening weekend than Inside Out 2. At least I can have some dignity back.
My mom would let my older sister see E.T. in theaters because she thought it was a horror movie. Oh, wouldn't. Amanda, were you on vacation? You look tanner.
No, I mean, I was at a work trip in Denver, but I was barely.
Yeah, you know that hot sun in Denver gets you real tan. Godzilla 9. Oh, I'm finding out when people's first movie in the theater was. Godzilla 98, Who Framed Roger Rabbit, Finding Nemo or TMNT. Finding Nemo or TMNT. Oh my God. You're talking about TMNT from 2007.
Oh, wow.
You know, okay, Blood, I see you. Okay. Matilda. Well, maybe I shouldn't click on these. These are making me feel old. There's Matt. See somebody. Matt, what was your first movie? Please make me feel okay about my age. Attack of the Clones was one of the first movies I actually remember. I was like 5. How do you feel about the original trilogy and compared to the prequel, Uncanny Suit? Fox and the Hound. Oh, dude. Fox and the Hound is a movie that breaks hearts. Like, my brother will walk out of the room because he doesn't want to see he doesn't want anybody to see him cry in that movie because that movie will destroy you. And then I vividly remember Empire Strikes Back because my cousin ate so much that she puked all the way home. My first theater movie, maybe All Dogs Go to Heaven 2. I've never seen All Dogs Go to Heaven 2. Only the first one.
Oh, that's true. If Joker can make $1 billion, which it did, we have a chance.
That's an Oscar winner. My first movie in the theater was Aladdin. That's a good one. Good evening, guys. Hope you're doing well, and I hope you're doing well. Born in 86, so the first movie I remember was what a great movie. You and Elon, except Elon doesn't really. He was 9 months old.
I don't know.
He's 6. You were about 3 years old. That was a good movie. Did it blow your mind that when you read the comics, the Joker did not kill Batman's parents, as like the movie stated? I ate so much chicken that I'm surprised I never got chicken. Shonda Suk.
I had chicken pox when I was a child.
Dad joke. As a dad joke, Shonda Suk. Yeah, I did too. My second movie I saw in theaters was Alien 3. Not a bad one. Gets a lot of hate. Wimps. By the way, how do you feel about the new look of Transformers upcoming movie? I have mixed feelings. Not interested, actually. It made me chuckle. So I'm gonna go see it. Am I super excited? I don't understand why they need to have Chris Hemsworth do the voice of Optimus Prime. That kind of stuff doesn't make any sense to me. But yeah, I'll see it, and my kiddo and I love Transformers. Let me tell you, we survived Earthspark, and that's pretty awful. I remember losing my Robocop action figure gun in a theater. Still upset. I hope you find it one day. Better medicine, baby. You must love them mumps and polios. No, when I was a kid, people still had polio. I remember that. Wow, kids don't get chickenpox, right? them lucky kids.
I don't know, aren't kids getting it these days because people
Well, because there are people that don't want to vaccinate their kids.
Yes.
And, I mean, that is your child, so I guess it's up to you. They keep
choice.
making Anthony Ramos ex-military.
They do.
Is that his name?
Anthony Ramos. But yes, they
I'm
do.
sorry, you're telling the Latino how to pronounce a Latino man's name? Go ahead, Amanda. Go ahead.
No, you're fine. It's just weird.
Let's listen
prior
to
to both those two movies, he was in musicals. So I really find it hilarious that he went from playing Lawrence and Philip Hamilton to then play, and then the guy from In the Heights to like being like an action guy or a sciencey ex-military dude. But good for him.
Not the only Transformer movies you review was Bumblebee and Transformers Rise of the Beast.
Then I guess we gotta watch.
See, Bruce, 7 out of 10, both of us. Bumblebee was good.
Wasn't really that bad. Maybe it's because Omar never wants to rewatch them, and therefore he never.
Nobody should rewatch those movies.
But I wouldn't mind watching Shia LaBeouf again. So no.
Any interest in watching? I'm an
zero.
We are both super excited to go and watch.
No,
we are gonna go do the 7-hour marathon, and absolutely we're gonna see it, and we're gonna review. God.
That's it.
Iron Man was your first movie you went to go see? That was 2008. There's no way, Josh. You're not that young. There's no way, Josh. I
remember seeing Titanic in theaters, and they gave us a break, and then we went back in and finished it. Like,
they used to do intermission for any movie that was over 3 hours. I think.
To be honest, given my bladder now, that's not a bad thing. I mean, honestly, as an older
dude, your bladder gets on my damn nerves so much.
Okay, yesterday was not my fault.
Yesterday wasn't your fault. But I can't remember what it was. It was something we were watching together, and it was a dramatic scene. And you're like, I can't do it anymore. I gotta go pee. And I'm like, shit, why do you get these giant freaking Diet Coke like cups, man?
I love my Diet Coke.
Hey, control yourself. It's crazy people born in 2004 are now 20.
Yeah, let's not think about that.
I saw a meme the other day that said if Back to the Future took place today, Marty McFly would have to travel back to 1994 to meet his parents. And in my head, I said, shit, that's old. I'm old. Like that, because there was such a difference when you're young and you're watching that movie in 1985 and he's traveling back to 1955. Damn.
Exactly.
We all love the Fox and the Hound. My mom took me to see Star Wars, the OG Star Wars when I was 3. Back when it was just called Star Wars, not A New Hope. Monsters, Inc. Oh, I love that movie. I love that movie. My first movie was Return of the Jedi 2. I was losing my mind. I remember this kid, because I'm from Peru, and this kid came to America one summer, and his parents, I guess, bought him a bunch of like Star Wars toys. He brought them back to school the next year, and we were like trading. We used to trade like comics and stuff for toys, and his parents made him trade it back. My first one was Tarzan's. Oh, Tarzan is one of my favorite Disney movies. I love that movie. It's got a beautiful score by Phil Collins. Yeah, dude, Phil Collins went hard on that score too.
He did. He didn't have to because it's Tarzan, but he did, and I appreciate it.
Brother. First one I remember was Fantasia. But to be fair, doesn't mean that Bruce is super old. Fantasia has been brought back to the theaters so many times, like a 10th anniversary. Bruce, did you ever watch it? I was jealous. So apparently Fantasia was like this project that Disney wanted to do. And I know we got a lot more to talk about, but this is what happens when I just love talking. Disney wanted to do this project where once a year he would release a Fantasia movie. Mm-hmm. It just failed at the box office horribly. One of the things they did, though, was put this movie on with a live orchestra playing the score of Fantasia in a movie theater. And I wonder if anybody ever saw it like that. Bruce, you ever get a chance to see it like that? Because I would travel to go see it like that. I love that movie.
My brother actually watched Fantasia 2000 is what we watch a lot.
I like that one.
Yeah, I like the music in that one.
I wonder how much Loki season 1 and 2 will tie into.
Great question.
I'm sure that shows up. There's no way it does. Anybody remember the Bob Dylan movie?
I do.
Studio Series Transformers 1 Optimus Prime in Targets, by the way. Thank you, boss. Tarzan 99. I barely remember, but vividly, especially that tiger attacking.
That sticks with you.
I remember, man, like in eating the parents. I dropped a Buzz Lightyear in Gator Infested Lake. I was so
you're not getting that back, cold dog.
Don't jump in there and get it. rest in peace. But celebrities being a big deal in animated is because of Robin Williams. I wish we just had actors. Oh yeah, Williams killed it, man. He was so good, and any animation that he ever worked on was so different because animators had to animate around him because he ad-libbed so much. Everybody else they animated ahead of time, and to match the lips and everything. Robin Williams was the one like wild card that they were like, "There's no way we can animate this beforehand. We have to animate this around Robin Williams."
Exactly.
Transformers 1 is not based on the IDW, unfortunately. Also, I remember seeing Transformers the movie in the theater and walking out being like, "They killed Optimus." Same, brother, same. Bumblebee was good, brother. I'm not a Transformers fan. Never seen any animated. You've never seen the animated? Have we reviewed the animated? I know we did the
movie. We did.
That was a really fun video we did where we went to the movie theater and I interviewed people going in the theater. And then you and Maddie saw it for the first time, and we kind of reviewed it. We should revisit that. I'm just a 12-year-old kid. No, you're not.
Or we could it wasn't really that bad on the Michael Bay ones.
I hate that idea so much. The guy's supposed to be the new Batman, apparently. That guy. Which guy, my dude? Thank you for the super chat, Uncanny Suit. As a kid, I remember thinking the prequels felt weird, then realized when I was older, it was because I didn't like them. Originals are the best to this day. I always knew the original as New Hope, though. Man, that even as a kid, you didn't dig him as much, huh? That's awesome. Jess has a bladder made of kryptonite.
I do not.
Born in 2001. I graduated in 1994. I just got a message about a 30-year-old. Yeah.
Oh man, Matt, I feel you.
What do you mean? No more. 1994 was just a few years. Same, brother. Same. 20 years ago, still 1980, baby. What is your favorite Disney movie of all time? Oh, what a good question. I love questions like, can we do a tier ranking of Disney animated movies?
We should. That'd be actually a really fun video to do. Are we talking about animated Disney films?
Ain't nobody talking about no damn live action version of Lion King. Doing real Disney.
But like Mary Poppins, what's your God? See, for me,
I put my Disney animated. I love them so much. I put my Disney animated and Studio Ghibli movies. They're the only movies I do this with. Oh, in the MCU in chronological order, in the order they were released.
I don't know. I mean, I feel like that would be really hard. So my favorite animated, honestly, it would probably be a tie between Aladdin and Beauty and the Beast. And I think this is because of when I grew up and what distinct memories I have of like those were my movies. So I think one of those of my animated film. I don't know. Like my animated films. Yes.
But I mean, those are good choices. Those are actually good, solid choices because that is the renaissance of Disney at that time.
But Lion King is also
it was Little Mermaid, and then Beauty and the Beast, and then came Aladdin, and then
the Lion King.
Lion King. Oh, Lion King was great.
And then they made Home on the Range with Roseanne Barr.
Okay, but that was years later. Before that, we had Hunchback of Notre Dame. We
Tarzan.
Had Tarzan. We had Hercules, which had amazing music.
Oh God, yeah. We should do a now. I want to do a ranking.
Home on the Range. I don't think Home on the Range. I don't know. It's not one of my favorite ones. I still to this day love The Black Cauldron, but The Black Cauldron is one of these cult classics that if you watch it now, I think most people are like, "This is awful." Because it's part of the Pride Chronicles, which is a book series I loved as a kid. Yeah. And it's kind of like what Ghibli did with Tales of the Earthsea. It was, for some reason, adapting the second book of like a 4-book series. And I don't know why they did that. They should have done the book of 3. What do you mean? Oh, yeah. Thank you, brother. And thank you for the super chat. My son had chickenpox as a child. Vaccine came out a year later. He was 34. My daughter had the vaccine. And did she ever get it? Omar, was it like being around? Shut up. Probably Toy Story. I was still very young. Toy Story was awesome when it came out.
No, it wasn't Disney at the time, though.
Born in 97, graduated in 2016. The world has been a mess ever since college. I think the world is always a mess whenever we graduate, right? It's nothing's ever the same. Phil Collins did songs. Mark Messina did the score. Thank you for that, brother.
Yes, Phil Collins killed those songs. He slayed them. It was fantastic. But I love Phil Collins. He did Brother Bear too. Anyone talking about Brother Bear? No? Okay, that's fine.
Brother Bear with Coda Bear and all them dudes. That was okay. Treasure Planet actually.
Planet.
And I know that Atlantis and
Goo
Lion
Goo
King
Dolls?
have this whole like, yeah. Speaking of Goo Goo Dolls, that's what was missing from the Twister soundtrack.
A Goo Goo Doll song.
I remember hearing about that. I think that's when I was in high school. No, I had Fantasia at a real cheap theater. I'd seen. Okay, thank you, buddy. Remember the '94 Jungle Book? 2 words: quicksand. I don't think I ever saw the '94 Jungle Book. Is it a live action remake?
No.
Oh, the Rescuers is so good. There. I love the Rescuers.
Well, I like the Rescuers Down Under.
I was gonna say Down Under was the very first true sequel.
Yeah,
because it was before they started doing direct to video. Because we didn't really have that much. The behind the scenes of Robin Williams on Aladdin was hilarious, and the tribute they did for him when he passed was emotional.
Yeah, it was.
Toy Story, Tarzan, 90s were great, yet comic book community despises them due to some bad stuff not fair to the 90s. Toy Story, Tarzan. What did they? Just out of curiosity, what did they despise? You didn't give Transformers OG movie rating. OG.
We just talked about it.
Oh, damn! Well, guess who's rewatching it? Was it really that good? I'm gonna invite my daughter to join that one. Transformers the movie is the best. Thank you for that, Richard.
We're never
we're never gonna talk about what's the next thing we're gonna fast forward. We're gonna fast forward.
I don't know.
Pat Manda likes Brother Bear.
Oh, my brother really liked Brother Bear. And he's like 23 now.
Origin of the quit telling people I'm dead meme. I know not that meme. Fox and the Hound. Good answer. All right, Panda, what's next, baby? What's next? Emperor's New Groove is so good. That one's a good one. I like that one.
Yep, David Spade killed it in that one.
David Spade was awesome in that movie.
Ooh, what are we gonna talk about next? Do you want to talk about The Boys season 4? Because
let's not talk about spoilers so we can kind of go.
Oh wait, I got a video for that one too. Ready for my video?
Is it another freaking Tyler Owens video?
No, actually, it is not.
Okay,
it is not. It's actually. And that's how I felt at the end of the
We just got demonetized for that sound clip. I appreciate it. What is up, Big Sport Cow? I see you. I did see you about a week ago. I was gonna say that. It was about that. About that, boys. Oh my God, Emperor's New Groove was so good, dude. My wife and I almost went as a Halloween couple of Kronk and what's her name, Isma from Emperor's New Groove. Are all Disney animated movies on the Disney Plus app? I would think so, except for Song of the South.
Yeah.
That's something that
we're not going to go back on there.
You got to go get some bootleg DVD or Blu-ray. I'm sure Bruce can tell you where to find it.
Oh, adorable Brent Hogan. You're right. Robin Hood and Little John walking through the forest.
Oh, man, I whistled that damn thing all the time.
Have to say.
That's a good one, dude. That's a good one. I don't care if the bear was the same bear as the dancing bear in Baloo scene with King Louis. I love Baloo. That's where Lil Bridges comes from, man. That's why I've been calling my little cousin Lil Bridges since we were kids because of that movie. I thought my dude was one of the coolest characters. Like, he was such a cool dude, Baloo. Tragically, Robin Williams was the real life Pagliacci from Watchmen. God damn, that hits.
Yeah.
You're right. I mean, it is the story of the clown, right? Like the Pagliacci, the clown.
Yeah.
Like, he's the saddest. Oh man. Nice shirt, Omar. Thank you so much, my brother. Thank you so much. And Bert, it's good to see you, man. It's been a minute. You coming in with the sadness, though. You came in with the sadness. Give me something.
Let's talk about The Boys. Nothing makes you happier than talking about
all right, Boys season 4 in a nutshell for me. Not as good. This is probably my least favorite season. It was dragged out too long. It's one of those cases of been there, done that. I think it's getting a lot of hate from people for not the same reasons that I have. I just thought it was boring. I think the over-the-topness, the gruesomeness, and the over-the-top sexual stuff, the over-the-top edginess has kind of lost its charm by now. It still reminds you, hey, this is The Boys, right?
Yeah,
with all the blood, over the top blood, and over the top language and violence. It's just, I don't know. I feel like it's one of these seasons that we did the same thing in season 2.
Yeah.
Why are we introducing this new element? And like I said, I'm not going to spoil anything. because I'm not going to talk about the ending yet, not in spoilers, but it's like, why in the hell are so many of these characters still alive? And we're bringing in new characters with Gen V. We're bringing back another character, and like that final season is going to be so packed of characters that they're going to have to kill them off one every episode, just about. It's just so it's weird. I really like the show. I love The Boys. I thought season 1 was awesome. Season 2 was my favorite. Season 3 was a lot of fun, but for some reason, this one here after Gen V, and I thought Gen V was okay. I didn't love it as much as other people, but there's just way too much going on and not enough taken out. That's my review. And then the ending, I did enjoy the last 5 minutes of the show of season 4. The last 5 minutes of the final episode, I thought it was good. That's the kind of stuff I wanted to see, but it was just so padded out. What about you, Panda?
Season 4 for me.
No spoilers.
I have to agree. I felt like the main plot of season 4 was getting lost with all of the side stories that were being told. I understand and that could be because what Omar says, not enough people are getting killed off. You have all of these now major characters, and we need to flesh them out and flesh their stories out. But in the process, I felt like we had to lose a lot of what the main storyline was. And so a lot of that stuff towards the end has to be told to us. And I'm talking about like Sister Sage's plan, not to start spoiling anything, but her plan, I would have liked to see that played out a little bit better and not like, oh, this is like explaining how it's the plan all along and all that stuff at the end. And everything that's going on with Butcher. And then we just have so much of that side story. And then I think it was what episode was it? It was the web one. Web master, web slinger. What's that guy? The Spider-Man one who's Zendaya's the safe word.
Zendaya's the safe word.
Yeah. And I asked Omar, I said, is there this much gratuitous like sex in every like single panel of The Boys? And he's like, it's more spread out in the comics. I'd never read the comic. And I felt like they focused so much on all of the gruesome factors and not enough on the story itself this season. I get it. I get these people are awful, and I guess that they do awful things, and no one is really a good person except maybe Huey, right? He might.
This season something happens that it's like, what? Why did you do that? Look, yeah. I have praised The Boys show, because they added elements that I thought was missing from the comic. I'm a big fan of the comic, but I feel like Web Weaver, that was the character's name. I feel like the show added elements that made it, they definitely gave the female characters a lot more to do than just be sexual objects. Because I
appreciate that. Yeah.
In the comic book, Starlight is not as strong at first. I mean, she's performing sexual acts on the entire 7, and that's a different character than the one in the show.
Oh yeah, 100%.
And but the problem with the show is that it starts adding too much background and too much character development to everybody. So even the villains, even the people you're supposed to hate, to the point that you're like, oh man, the Deep's so funny, let's make a meme about the Deep, saying how deep things are. I'm like, man, fuck that guy, kill him off. You're supposed to hate these people. They're horrible people. Like, that's my problem with Homelander. I don't like the fact that one of the biggest things they did, and this happened in season 1, was switch out Homelander and MM, who's supposed to be Mother's Milk. He's the one that's supposed to be addicted to breast milk, because it shows the flaws of the Boys. Oh, yeah. Like
exactly, they're not.
But
perfect.
In this show, it's like, oh, we want Frenchie and what's her name to get together, Kimiko to get together, and I'm like, you're not supposed to like anybody. The point of The Boys is that it's a satire on comic books. It's like a deconstruction of comics. And it just shows you that the people that hate superheroes are the exact same, and they're doing the exact same things. I feel like you're kind of missing that when you're developing a character like Homelander way too much. And don't get me started on this kid this plot has just gone way too long.
It has, and I think the problem with
look at what they've done to A-Train. He killed Huey's girl, and in this season, I don't want to spoil it too much. It's like, how is this dude still alive?
Hey, we got Coach Frank. Thank you for the super chat. We got Will. I do like that they did poke fun at Warner Brothers with the whole, like, we filmed the whole movie, but you're not going to get to see it. We're canceling. We're just not going to show it to you, like they did with Batgirl. I appreciate that. No, I agree with you with that. That whole aspect of just the Homelander thing, and I think this is the problem with just our modern storytelling. We have gotten so accustomed to creating these like dark heroes, people who are bad. Like, we could talk about House of Dragon next, but Daemon Targaryen is a bad guy. He's not really a great guy in all respect the manner, but they've made him sympathetic to the point where people lust after him. People sympathize with him.
Wasn't that the whole thing with Dahmer?
Yeah, Dahmer. Yes, they hated that because
the Joker was right. We live in a society, Amanda.
We live in a society. We do. I mean, they created like Dexter. They created Dexter. I mean,
we live in a society.
We do live in a society at this point. So I think that's the problem. I mean, to me, I think I don't sympathize with Homelander.
It's like we're glorifying bad guys. I get it, and you still need to have. That's why ever since our first review of season 1, I was like, I kind of missed one-dimensional bad guys. That's what some of the boys were, like the villains, the 7. You don't need a background to tell me sometimes people are just crazy and evil, just like in real life. You don't need a background as to why they're tortured souls or experimented on. I don't need that. You know what? Sometimes people just kill because they're horrible, horrible people, and they were born that way.
Yes, that's called psychopaths.
It's lacking from the show.
You think that has to do with? Well, so I'm thinking about, if I think back to reviews of like MCU films, etc., about the villain just one note and there's no complex and depth. I think that directors and writers think, complex villains, they need to also, you have to sympathize with them. I feel like that's what they think because that's what they're getting reviews for constantly. And at least the last 10 to 15 years is a complex villain needs to have some tragic backstory in order for you to relate to them. I don't know if that's necessarily what we mean by we want like a more than just a one-note villain. I don't think that's necessarily what we're wanting.
I don't know. Like I said, we live in a society. Yes, Batman. You heard Amanda quote it. James, clip that. Akira Toriyama's last made show, Dragon Ball Daima, drops in October. Yeah, I saw that, and I saw it at New York Comic last year when I was with Amanda. We were looking at the trailer, and it reminded me of Dragon Ball GT.
Yeah. Now, I will say, yes, Anthony Starr as Homelander does a phenomenal job. He has to care.
He's always been good. He's always been good.
You know, I was watching an interview with him, and he didn't even want to audition for the TV show. His managers kept like insisting he just send a reel in, and he did it to spite them. So when he got the call, he's like, I should probably read up on exactly what this is that I'm getting myself into. So I find that very funny. Yeah.
I like the depth of the villains. Well, and I think that is for a lot of people, and maybe they do have something. I don't know what the ratings of the show are. I don't know if they keep getting stronger and stronger. So maybe I'm just complaining for no reason. Maybe it's just me that but I'm not digging it as much. Garth Ennis said, I don't think Garth Ennis, I'll be honest with you, interviewing Garth Ennis and Derek Robertson, they are two different complete mindsets when it comes to the boys. Garth Ennis is like, the boys is there to bring people to the comics. Derek Robertson was, I'm living this Hollywood lifestyle. This is it, man. The Boys is so much better as a TV show, and he hangs out with the stars. He's with the premiere, and I don't blame him. He co-created the characters in the show or the comic. But Garth Ennis, you never see Garth Ennis like at premieres and stuff like that. He's just there, to create comics, and that's it.
There we go.
He'd make a good Booster Gold. Anthony Starr would be a good Booster Gold. I only saw Anthony Starr in Banshee, which is that's a good show. He did not get to show his range in that, though. In this, he's great. I want to see Anthony Starr play a good guy. I think that dude's got range. Season 4 gave us the best acting. I agree. I think he's great. Okay, so without spoiling anything, what would you give the boys. And see, Carl Urban was another part,
Yes.
another issue I had with this season. It's like, was he filming his scenes like in a studio lot, separated from everybody else? Like, what was going on? Why did that take so long to get resolved instead of just one episode? I think for me, this season's my least favorite. So I'll probably give it a 6 out of 10.
Yeah,
I mean, it kept me watching, right? I'm not saying it's not Acolyte bad. So I did keep watching.
Yeah, there were good moments. But 6 out of 10 for me too. There were good moments, but again, it was getting hard to watch because I was like, where are we going? And yeah, so, but I did like the ending. Like that ending.
Yeah, that's what I wanted to see the whole season. Wanted to see. I'll leave it alone. I don't want to spoil what happens. Okay. House of the Dragon. Well, it's not over. We're what, 6 episodes in? 6 episodes in?
I got another video for you about House of the Dragon episode 6.
No, James is saying no. No, what, James? Talk to me, buddy.
No, what?
Kingsport Cal gave it a 6 or 8.5 out of 10. Are y'all gonna get one of those popcorn buckets? I don't know.
I don't think Where We're Going sells them.
It might. It's the tavern, right? Anthony Starr is Guy Ritchie's The Covenant that had Jake Gyllenhaal. Oh, was he in there? Season 1 through 3, 9 out of 10. Season 1 through 3 was awesome. Live at. I love The Pro. Don't listen to James. I never do. First movie, Robin Williams in. What a good movie. And we just lost Shelley Duvall too. What did you have, Amanda? Do you have another Tyler Owens thing?
No, I do have another video in response to episode 6 of House of the Dragon. Here we go.
Dude, I don't know how you reacted to that scene. And for people that are watching, don't want any spoilers. I'm not gonna go too much into spoilers. But when them I'm not gonna say who, when them girls started making out, I was like, oh shit, Game of Thrones is back, baby. Game of Thrones is back. Looks like they need the ratings back up. Got a couple of slow episodes.
So for those who haven't read the news or the articles on it, so that wasn't in the script. That is something that, is it Emma D'Arcy? Is that her name? She wanted it in there and improvised that kiss.
Well, I ain't gonna lie. If I was next to that actress, I'd be improvising a kiss too. They were getting pretty close.
Yeah.
There was that chemistry there, and you're like, are they gonna? Just of course.
In that scene, I don't know if I felt it the whole time, but I mean,
yes, Shonda Sook. Them girls were like, if you feel it, chase it. Tornado Wranglers, baby. I feel like I was the only one not shocked by that scene. But no, not shocked. It's just Game of Thrones is back, baby.
Exactly.
Episode is getting reviewed. Bombed as the lowest of the season. That episode was? I just remember Game of Thrones like early on playing the long game of, we start off with a little bit of a banger, then we slow it the hell down, and lots of traveling, lots of talking, lots of scenes of people talking, maybe a boob here or there, maybe a dragon, not even like the first 2 seasons. It wasn't until like the last 2 seasons that everything was like, oh, no, we got to get there. We got to get there to the end now. This show seems to go the pacing of the original series or like the original 4 seasons. And I like that.
I don't know. I feel like what worked with even though it was slow pacing, the stories were kind of compelling. And I think that's where it seems slower and not as not compelling, but like
Butcher and Damon. Yeah. Butcher and Damon have these in my head. I'm like, what's going on? Did they piss like actors off that they had to be like shipped off somewhere for like the whole season?
Exactly. Yes, 100%. That's you're taking one of your biggest characters and he's pretty much been sidelined into having dream sex with his mom in like one of the episodes.
They know coming back. there was a character in the what is the name of that show? Steve Buscemi's show, Boardwalk Empire. I'm not gonna say which character in case people haven't watched it. There was a character that was one of the lead characters that was, it was a pretty big star. For some reason, the writers decided to have him sleep with his mom. And then by the time he got killed, nobody cared because he banged his mom. And there's no coming back from that. So, this character that you found really likable does something like that. There's no coming back from that. And I feel like with this, a coworker tells me every day to watch Game of Thrones. She hounds me uselessly, but I might give it a try. Dude, it's good. Game of Thrones was good. Yeah, I dug it. I feel like the House of the Dragon slow build off and payoff. People just want dragons fighting. Isn't it racist that the only black male dragon rider had to steal the dragon he got? Well, he kind of came and teased him. Like it flew by him, like calling him out.
Yeah.
Sarah Hess is so weak. We feel the absence of that was the problem of. Okay, I'm not gonna lie. Part of the what people call fan fiction of Game of Thrones, I actually dug. Really dug the seasons. Season 6, I thought, had some strong episodes.
Same, yes.
Battle of the Bastards.
Mm-hmm.
That had not happened in the books. That was amazing. That's one of the best episodes, bar none, of Game of Thrones. And that wasn't part of the books. That wasn't borrowing from, maybe George R.R. Martin gave him this is what's going to happen. Ramsay's going to be here. I doubt that. I think he just told him how it was going to end. I just know the next episode is going to be a killer cliffhanger leading to the finale. Yes.
I imagine.
Bring in the food. Such a great moment. Yeah, I dug Boardwalk Empire, man. It's a good show.
But the problem is, like, if you read like Dance the Dragons, you know the story. There are supposed to be quite a few battles and things that happen. And I don't think this is only supposed to be 5 seasons. Is that right? Or is that Rings of Power? I don't remember which is supposed to be which.
You told me this would have 4 seasons.
4 seasons. Okay. So, if it's only 8 episodes a piece and you only have 2 more seasons left, where are they going to go from there? I already think I can tell what next season's going to focus on, given what happened this season or this episode. Did I download the other one? I did not.
When I was a teen, the Godfather book film made me buy Suits. That's what's up. Oh, Wire. Top 3 favorite shows of all time. Absolutely. I love The Wire. That's the first time I saw, what's his name? Idris Elba. He was Stringer Bell.
Yep, that's right.
Nick was behind the Battle of the Bastards, Winds of Winter, and Hard Home, and many more episodes. Better episodes. I actually like Neil Marshall directed episodes. And we ain't seen Neil Marshall do anything since that Hellboy movie. Michael Pitt was fired from Boardwalk Empire. Nothing to do with the mom scene. Just that he was thank you, Bruce. They got rid of him the most messed up way. He's the mastermind behind the greatest episodes. See, I think for me, it's Neil Marshall's up there as one of the greatest directors of Game of Thrones.
Yeah. Who
is missing this season also. I predict season 2 ends with the Blacks taking over King's Landing. Blacks Dragons?
No, the Rhaenyra is called the Blacks and the Greens is
No, but she said it different. That's not the same thing. We all know how it ends. Dragons end up the size of cats. I watch it then. Dragons are no more.
Yeah, they
get born in that. Just waiting for the Starks to come down. I am too. I'm waiting to see what happens.
We haven't been introduced to the Grey Boys yet. They're still hanging out in their Iron Islands, not really committing one way or the other.
Ryan Wilson, Ryan's from North Carolina. Dude, anytime he gets a chance to sneak in a couple of words like that, but I'm enjoying the show. It's been a lot of fun. It's the one show I was really looking forward to watching when I came back.
Well, that's good.
Yeah. I was really looking forward to coming back.
I think they did a good job with the Rhaenys storyline and how that played out, and Aemond and his storyline and how that's playing out. And there's but
I like how that's going. I like how that's going.
Yeah.
Like I said, it's slow pace, but it's my kind of slow pace. there are actual things happening and build up for something that is to happen.
I feel like there's not too much for Rhaenyra right now. Like her character seems to be very sidelined, and she's a great actress, and I feel like she's not getting as much as she could be getting. Like story wise, but her son's proving himself, so that's good.
I think the second was it the first episode? One of them had her just say like one line, and it was all about the acting. It was all about her face.
I think it might have been the first one when she finally came back.
And it shows her, looking for her son, looking for the dragon. So Rhaenyra seems like she's stuck in this place where she can't do anything, right? Because she's queen, and if something were to happen to her, so now it's her son kind of owning things, like he's going out and making deals.
Yeah, which is interesting, but I get again with the original Game of Thrones, what made the slow parts interesting were just the relationships between the characters. Like even if they're slow going traveling, it's just the characters are so strong and the writing was so strong, it made it compelling to watch. And I think that might be why people are like, oh, it's just so slow, because they're not seeing that same, like, the characters when they're interacting in those slow moments. Not all of them, but in some of the storylines. The Damon storyline, that girl, Alice, is it Alice River? Alice,
the girl
River?
With that long neck.
Yeah, like, I mean, that whole thing, I could see it being way more compelling than it actually is. I don't care when she's on screen with him at all. Like, can we get to what is his purpose here?
Oh, you're talking about the witch girl or whatever.
The witch girl, yeah, her name is Alice.
I'm sorry, I thought you were talking about that young lady with the long neck. That lady stood out.
The long neck.
There's a girl, there's an actress, I don't know who she is. She had a long neck, and I kept looking at her thinking, is that the lighting or is her neck real long? She's a pretty girl, but I'm just saying her long is extraordinarily long. Both the boys, thank you, Bruce, for the super chat and the info. And House of the Dragons will not. Damn it, really? Another 2 years?
2 whole years, man.
Huh. Rhaenyra does a lot, but doesn't feel like it. I mean, she sneaked behind enemy lines. That was cool when she dressed as the nun. To talk to her, and that's when her son was like all upset.
A lot of people weren't happy with that either, because they said it was a very much like a why weren't they happy with it? Because
she could have gotten captured or killed.
Well, they could, yeah, but it was forcing, just because the big thing is those two actresses do have amazing chemistry, but you took them apart because they have to be, right? And so in order to see them to get a good moment, you have to force that in there, which doesn't make sense that Rhaenyra would make that decision, because she usually doesn't make poor decisions like that, where she could get captured, things like that. That's not really her MO. So you're taking her to do an uncharacteristic thing because you want these two women who are amazing actors and have great chemistry when they're together to interact. That was a lot of issues that people have with that scene. That it does feel like it's not a decision she would have. She usually is pretty, like, because even though she's not a battle like weary person, because she's never been in battle, she does have some good instincts, and that seemed to be, Oh, here we go. Yes, that was, and a lot of people thought it was plot armor. Yeah, they thought that was very similar to the last season of Game of Thrones too.
Gotcha.
She was in love with Viserys. I don't think that's the same.
And did I imagine, or was it a teaser for HBO Dune series? It was Sisters of Dune, but what was it called? It was supposed to be something with Dune. I don't think you imagine it. Yeah. But at least we'll have shows in between. Oh, they're doing a Dunk and Egg show?
I remember them talking about it, but I don't know if one has come out or they have started filming or production.
200 years in the future, she sneaks out to hang out with her uncle. Rhaenyra sneaking into King's Landing was an invention of the show. Okay. Dune Prophecy. When does that come out there, James?
That's a great question.
We have Dune Prophecy coming out.
There is Dune Prophecy. It is coming out. It looks like November of 2024.
Oh shit, that's this year.
Yeah, this year. You know, it filmed, it wrapped in 2023, the end of 2023.
It's based on the Sisterhood of Doom. Thank you for that. And coming out you said in October. When does it come out?
What I'm seeing is November here, but maybe it is October.
Okay. Dunkin' Egg is being filmed right now. That's cool. Okay, so we are.
I'm excited for that one. Yeah.
So what would you give? Yeah, look at James. Like he just.
James. Like I know we're also being slow.
Come on now.
I blame all the interruptions that Omar keeps saying, like veering off track to talk about things that aren't games.
I'm sorry. I like to talk and I don't see people in real life. Although I did see you yesterday. I'll be seeing you tomorrow. You don't count as real people, though.
And you saw me Sunday and Saturday.
All right, we're going to talk about how many times I see you.
And
what would I rate it? I would give this season so far an 8 out of 10. 8 out of 10.
7 out of 10. 7 out of 10.
7 out of 10. Not as good as season 1 so far. All right. Oh, we need to talk about Cobra Kai. Well, I've only seen the first 2 episodes, James.
Yeah, me too.
I can't say much, buddy. All I can say is Cobra Kai's back. I'm already loving it. I'm giving it a 9 out of 10 out of the first 2 episodes.
Miguel's looking good.
Okay, not why I'm rating it that. Yo, that girl though. What's her name with a Y? What is her name?
Tori
with an I. Yes. Woo. Yes. She's cute. I remember last year I had to ask Amanda, how is that girl before I say something stupid? And you're like, she's 20 something. I'm like, whoo, good. All right, she's cute. Omar, unfortunately, something happened with the Order of the Two Godzilla Rulers of Earth books from Amazon. Had to cancel. I'm sorry, man. I wonder what happened. Amanda, 10 out of 10. You giving Amanda 10 out of 10 with a flower?
Thank you.
Get that shit out of here. Yeah. And we're rating Cobra Kai. Peyton List. That was my question.
Yes, Peyton List. Yeah, she was good in a School Spirits. It was a show that was on Paramount Plus, I think.
I saw her on something else too. Yeah, I'm digging it. It's good to see the cast back. It's good to see how often can we have this grudge going on?
Oh my God.
Would you say, Peyton, listen? Dude, I'm sorry I noticed this girl's neck. I swear to God, I'm going to find a picture. Keep him busy. I'm going to find a picture.
No, you need to. Yes. I'm very excited for Cobra Kai. All right.
Go ahead. What are we talking about next?
All right. What have we not talked about yet? Let's see. The Acolyte, season 1. Here, I got a video for that. The only reason you should
Bruce and I are. No.
Again, the only reason you should
watch. If Sydney Sweeney's boobs couldn't save Madam Web, then a shirtless wet dude is not going to save the Acolyte for anybody. No. It's not a good show. It's not a good show. It's written badly. I will admit, it got better. I like some aspects of it. I like some of the things that came into the show from the. I'm trying to find this long neck girl.
It's fine.
Last episode.
So the way the story played out, there were some interesting things that are going on in it that I was like, why don't we focus on that? But a lot of the things you could already see coming from a mile away. So it wasn't really that surprising, like who is going to turn and who's, the past. And like, there was no real like masterful surprise. It all felt like it was because the way it was written, it felt like, where you were being led the whole time.
Because everything was said and said out loud. Like, this is what's going to happen. And the lines were delivered.
Yes.
Oh, weird, man.
Oh, yeah. I don't think that Omar wants to talk about the Rings of Power. I did watch the teaser trailer, but no, yeah. The Acolyte. Now I will give.
Long day you make dark places. No, I'm gonna find this girl, man. Hold on a second, everybody. Go ahead, man.
No, Manny Jacinto as Khmer. He looked great. So I wouldn't mind seeing more of that. And there's an interesting story here, but I don't think it was done in an interesting way, and the acting was very wooden for a lot of it. And Amanda's is it Stenlin? Amandla Stenberg. I've seen her in other stuff, and she's Rue from the Hunger Games. She is a good actress, but I don't know if it's because they gave her that hair or what. It was just so all over. It just was so wooden when she was acting. And I don't know. I feel like they wasted some of like the opportunity to have a Wookiee as a Jedi, and he's barely on screen, and then he dies off camera. Like you have an opportunity to do something cool, and we don't even get to see it. And Bruce is right. Like they've spent $180 million on it, and yeah, you don't see that on screen. It was very disappointing in that respect too. And some people are like, oh, it's supposed to be a kids movie. No, it's not supposed to be a kids show. I don't think it was meant to be like it's a Star Wars show. It's maybe not as adult as like Andor, the concepts, but you can still have good writing and stuff in a children's show, because we've seen it in children in Inside Out too. We've seen it before. So it's not impossible if that really was it is. Yeah, her characters, both of them. And yes, Soul's character had to learn English for it. And you can tell that was probably, part of the reason why maybe when he was trying to deliver his dialogue, it was a little bit wooden. But yeah, her characters, both versions, May and I forget the other girl's name. Osha. They were just
look that they're playing twins. I thought we were done with that era.
No,
like Van Damme Double Impact, same actor playing two different. What? Come on.
Oh, Jason Aldean's Long Neck Girls, my favorite. Aldean is my favorite country song.
Did you correct yourself?
Yes. When Daphne,
I can't find his damn. I'm gonna find it for next show.
Yeah. I forgot Daphne Keene was in this as one of the Padawans. Again, yeah, they had some. I think they were trying to go for shock and awe by killing some characters off midway through the season, but again, yeah, everything that happened by the end was you could see coming. So,
yeah, I didn't like it. What would you give this video?
You mean show?
Whatever.
Yeah, I'll give it a 5 out of 10.
5 out of 10. I give it a 4. It was not good. It was not a good show. I mean, if people like it, that's wonderful. I think you can find good in everything. It did have. I thought it had some pretty good special effects. Some of the choreography was well done, but just even the settings look cheap. Like whenever there's like the Jedi Knights, everything looks so green screened. I don't know. Yeah, 4 out of 10.
Yeah.
Yeah, the lightsaber fights were cool. I do agree with that.
Yeah, they did some.
I didn't like Basil. I think that was like, kill that dude, please. What else? What else did we catch up on? I haven't started The Bear yet. That's the other show I was going to start.
Yes, but it did get a record. It did get a great number of Emmy nominations. But again, it comes back to I really don't think it belongs in the comedy category. The more we get into The Bear, it's unfair to put that against Abbott Elementary, which I think is an excellent comedy and deserves its accolades. The Bear is not a comedy. It is a drama with Richie, who is funny, but it is not a comedy. Maybe season 1 was.
Richie got on my nerves until last season. Like I couldn't stand that dude.
Yeah.
But he killed it last season, which I guess it is the point of that character.
Yes.
So yeah, Acolyte was a 4 out of 10. Bruce gave it a 2 out of 10.
No, Bruce.
I love that Bruce told me, because I said, did it get better? And people were like, yeah, it got better. And Bruce was like, yeah, better, but it's still a bad show.
Yeah.
So even though it got better. Kite Man series, I haven't even finished Harley Quinn.
Oh, I have to do that as well.
Omar and Amanda, what are your top 5 characters in Game of Thrones
in the shows, right?
Oh man, I love Robb Stark. Yeah, and that's more to do with the book too. I love Robb, Brienne. What was her name? Brienne of Tarth.
Brienne of Tarth. Yeah.
Yeah, her. I loved her character. Jamie had one of the best
redemption arcs. Well,
in the book, we didn't get that far where he was. We ended his damn it, that's gonna spoil something if people haven't read the book. In the book, it ends on a huge cliffhanger that you're like, because there was no Lady Stoneheart in the show. So
No,
what is
you're
this
right.
thing that's walking around? Anyway,
Yeah, no, but by the end, but then I feel like they just wasted his arc by the end of it for where he in the show, where he ends up in the show. I feel like you had this. Yeah, I don't like the way that his story ended up.
the Hound and Arya. So Arya, Rob, the Hound, and Jaime Lannister. I really liked him. Oh man, no, the Crimson Viper. What's his name? Even though he was only in one book, and even though he was only in one season, Pedro Pascal's character. That dude's badass. That dude's badass, man. Tyrion, damn it. No, okay. Do over, Arya, Crimson. I'm sorry, am I boring?
No, go ahead. No, go ahead. I'm just gonna, No, you go ahead.
Just replacing Tyrion with Rob. Get rid of Rob, put Tyrion in. What about you? Top 5 characters, Game of Thrones.
Definitely Arya and the Hound. No, just Arya. I would put Arya up there. Arya, Jaime Lannister. I'm trying to think about who. Jon Snow until season 8, and then he wasn't my but Jon Snow is still one of my top because he had a lot of potential. Other characters, Tyrion for sure, and then who would be my last one?
Oh, I did like Daddy Lannister, dude. That guy's an awesome actor. What's his name?
Oh, Tywin.
Yeah, and Cersei was killer too.
Yeah,
she's so good.
Oh God, but I hate her so much. But then I would have to give that. I hate her, but she's good. Marjorie. Let's give it to Marjorie. She was pretty good. All right, there we go.
Who the hell's Marjorie?
Tyrell.
And which one is she?
She was a Tyrell, and she married Joffrey, but she was cunt until she ended up getting killed at the end again.
Oh yeah, she's cute. I like what's her name? The grandma. Played by Emma.
Gosh, you're right.
Are you gonna do a video? We're gonna do a video tomorrow, I think is what we have scheduled. Peter, myself, and a bunch of people talking about the DC Absolute stuff. I don't know if I'll have time because Saturday and Marvel's because I'm busy on Saturday. We have a get together here. And then Sunday, I'm busy. I have to do a lot of things in this house to get it ready to put for the giveaway. So I don't think I'll have time. But thank you. Omar likes grandmas. Of course I do. I had to. Did you have to? Amanda, thank you for Super Chat, Kingsport Cow. Why do you love animals? Number of pets you own. What do you own animals? Oh.
Thank you. Well, right now I only own one animal because our oldest dog passed away earlier in beginning of July. Yeah, right, somewhere in June, middle of June. He passed away. So we have one puppy, but then my husband must have let her out. She wanted to get out of the room. Why do I love animals? Because they're good companions and they make you feel better when you're sad. It is cool that my oldest dog, now that since he's passed away, my other dog, who's a couple years younger, and she's a little bit more lively than he was now anyways. And she's really gotten close and cuddled up to my oldest daughter, which she used to never want anything to do with the kids. But now she's always in her space, cuddled up with her. It's really interesting. And I like that for my oldest daughter. But yeah, anyways, that's neither here nor there. There you go. Okay. Well, we will have to get sad about my dog.
No, I think animals are our lives, and there's nothing wrong with that.
Yeah, I forgot because you were in Japan when that happened, so we weren't doing anything.
Yeah, I remember. It's awful. So let's end it on a happy note. What do we got to talk about? We talked about Acolyte. Is there anything left? Inside Out 2. What would you give Inside Out 2?
Oh yeah, you've been seeing it though.
That's okay. You don't have to tell me what happens. You can just tell me what your rating would be.
Sure. For Inside Out 2, I think I don't think it was as strong as Inside Out 1, but I do love the message it's trying to tell. I think it's very important, and it's still just like Inside Out, resonated with me, especially as an adult, with the ideas of anxiety and embarrassment, things like that, and what growing up means in terms of like how you deal with things that happen in your life. So I think the voice acting was still on par. Everyone did a great job. I know they had to replace Mindy Kaling. I'm sure that's for some people no big loss. But then the new additions were really great too. And I really liked how they told the story with Riley. It's a different kind of way they told it. And I really enjoyed that because I think it's true to real life and things that happen in a young girl's life. So I think I would give it an 8.5 out of 10. I really
8.5. Okay.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Gotcha. Okay. Omar and Amanda, when can we expect the Wolverine Deadpool video? That will be Friday, right, Amanda?
Friday. Yes, it'll be Friday. Probably 8 p.m. Yeah, we'll keep it 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time.
Eastern Time.
Yes.
I lost my dogs 5 years ago. Yeah, man.
I'm sorry, Kingsport Cow.
I lost my Nikita in 2017 and it still hurts.
Yeah. Our dog Kenobi that passed away, the reason we got him was because of Nikita, because we wanted a dog that looked like her. So yeah.
She was my baby.
Yeah.
Thank you so much, AS. Nothing particular to say, just appreciate hanging out with y'all. And we appreciate you all. Thank you.
Yes, I do appreciate you guys.
Wait a giveaway. I heard it was a special giveaway that is limited group of people. Oh yeah. Thank you, Josh. We are kicking it off with a Patreon exclusive giveaway. And then the same day we'll have the giveaway for everybody on YouTube. And it's open to international waters because I'm shipping all that stuff, which is crazy. Even my money guy's like, why are you still doing that? I'm like, I don't know, because I started it a long time ago, and I would feel weird going, hey, everybody has to pay for shipping. Lost my cerveza 2 years ago. Yes, I named her beer. I love that. Awesome. That is an awesome name, man. Amanda, any Batman 2 news? What Batman 2 news do you have to share? That's a good note. That's a good note.
Shoot. Well, I know it was
the Penguin coming. We got the Penguin.
I don't know. They did delay the premiere. Originally, it was supposed to be in 2025, but now they pushed a full year back to 2026 in October. So, as far as I know, that's the biggest news I think of Batman 2 that I know it's going out. I think they're calling it Batman Part 2 too. I don't know why, but
who's also my lawyer. It's just called Batman Part 2. Not
that's what it is. Yeah,
just the opportunity to call it Batman.
Yep.
Batman Year 2.
Yep.
Omar, will you have to review Supergirl? Supergirl, the deluxe edition. Oh gosh, I'm still finishing Lobo. I need to record that. If I have time, I'll try to do it. Sorry, I talk about this on my Saturday stream that I have to do overviews of, if publishers are kind enough to send me books. Like I just got some from Clover Press. Those kind of take precedence because, they're working with me. Yeah. DC doesn't send me anything. I buy my own DC stuff, and it's not like, oh, I hate DC. I still make DC content, but it's hard to get those books and videos out while having a big compendium of Lobo that I'm like 2 weeks behind on. So I promise I will get it out. Maybe I can get it out sometime this week, though. I've read that story a couple of times, and I'm just talking about the book itself. So maybe I can get that out a couple of days. Glenn Powell had a dog named Brisket during the press tour for Twisters, but Brisket didn't make it in the movie, or maybe there is a dog in the movie. I'm not gonna spoil it if it's Brisket or not. And he's like, "We got the dog." It's when he's looking for it, remember? But I don't think they ever showed it.
They never showed the dog, but I would watch a Brisket cut of Twisters over a 7-hour director's cut of Rebel Moon any day. So.
What the fudge, dude? We live in a society, Amanda.
I don't
Batman
care.
2 has not even started filming yet. Planning for April.
That makes sense. Yeah.
That hasn't started filming, and they're still planning it. Omar, speaking of DC, Batman and Robin Omnibus is glue binding. Oh no, it is sewn binding. It's just that they have so much glue, it looks like glued binding.
Now, in regards to the filming, they're a lot closer than Blade, so let's give them some credit.
You leave Mahershala Ali alone.
I honestly, one thing we did talk about with Inside Out 2, it is now the highest grossing animated film of all time at about $1.46 million. So it has surpassed Incredibles 2. So Disney can still reign supreme, as at least in terms of an animation house. It's still kicking butt, even if it had a couple of missteps last year. It's starting to come back to its full force. So there we go.
Good. I really hope it continues. Amanda, Omar, did you guys see Norman Reedus and some other crew of The Walking Dead? Remember Dog that played Dog in the show? So I read this wrong. I'm so sorry. I thought you meant T-Dog, the character who was awful. And I'm like, they're remembering T-Dog? Like, nobody remembers T-Dog. You're talking about an actual dog. No, I didn't see this.
I did not see that. Yeah. Unfortunately, The Walking Dead isn't showing up on my algorithms since I kind of fell off that bandwagon.
I fell off that bandwagon a long time ago.
Unless
you all asked me to review it, then I would definitely do that. Kevin Feige did talk about Blade, and I appreciate what he said about them wanting to get it right and not rushing it.
I just watched that interview too.
Only reign supreme when they give me the scratch treasure planet too.
Will it have another Google Doll song? Because then I'm in for it.
Disney was succeeds when they write a decent movie.
That's also true. That's
I mean, Andor is good. I dug Andor, so we need more of that. That's what kind of movies we need. After Deadpool and Wolverine, we have Alien Romulus, which I cannot wait to see.
Yes.
I remember nobody should remember
the summer movie season will be almost over by that point. I mean, after Romulus. Yeah. It's been this summer has gone by really fast.
My man knows unless Omar can make money on it.
Yes.
He'll review it. Sometimes I lose money hard on these movie reviews, though. I still can't stand that Fassbender created the alien. Oh, you're talking about the prequels. Wasn't the mom in Twister the same actress as the mom from Iron Claw?
It was, yeah. Mm-hmm. Same one. Yep, it is the same mom. You're right.
I looked at Amanda and I'm like, you know who that is, right? Like, and she was like, who? Because I knew it was so super. For the record, I don't think this isn't a spoiler. But the guy that's playing Superman was in the movie.
He was.
And I knew because of he has this spot on his nose, and I'm like, I think that's Superman.
Oh no, I just knew because he looks like a young Henry Cavill, and his body was so built, and I was like, this guy looks really familiar. And I was like, oh shit.
Yeah, I don't know if they were trying to hide how cut this guy was. That was supposed to be not that meteorologist can't be
hot,
or
not ever gonna be Al Roker, guys. I mean, it's okay.
I'm not sure where that came from, but
he's the only meteorologist I know.
All right. So on that note, thank you all so much for watching. We went to Disneyland Japan. I don't know. It's weird hearing the mascots talk in different languages though. Like you're so used to Mickey's voice. Yeah. We might get a food alien movie. All right. Amanda, sorry about that. What were you saying?
Nothing. Are we signing off? Is it we good? We're signing off.
We good? Are you good?
Yeah, but we will be back on Friday to do
double the dosage
of Deadpool 3, Deadpool and Wolverine. It will most likely have spoilers in it. It'll be live 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Melanie will be joining us as well. So we cannot wait to tell you our thoughts. I'm super excited for tomorrow.
Unless it sucks, then I'm not excited. But that's it.
I have high hopes. Higher than I did for Ant-Man Quantumania. Probably.
You were excited to see that movie.
I was, and
I'm the one that was like, I don't want to see this crap. And it was crap. Oh, my sausage.
Yes.
Dude, I ain't even seen the first Sausage Party.
I've never seen it. I don't think I'm going to. Anyways, so thank you guys so much for watching. Don't forget to hit that like and subscribe button. And remember to follow us on all of our social media channels at Near Mint Con. Check us out on Spread Shop for some great Near Mint Edition merchandise. And also check us out on Patreon for $1 a month or more. You can support us here in what we do and get some really cool perks along the way. And then last but not least, if it's classy and cool, it must be Near Mint. Good journey to all our one. And if you feel it, chase it.
Oh, God, we are not. No, we're not at